Suspishies, and welcome to episode 35 of the Chit Chat. I am here with Nicque, who is a member, and she does these phenomenal epic looks, and I want to say welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a single mom, so I just hang out at home when I'm off of work and just do makeup, just hang out and do makeup. My kids are normally laying on the floor. I don't know if you've seen videos, but normally they're like laying on the floor by me, and I just sit here and hang out with them. And sometimes they do makeup for me, so it's fun.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
So what inspires you to do makeup? Because you do some incredible fun looks.
I've really been doing it my whole life, so I pull inspiration from like everything. Sometimes it's just like colors that are going on outside, like seasons, and then sometimes it's movies, or I don't know, a gloomy day can sometimes like do like bring out a zombie look in me or something. So I don't know, I pull inspiration from everything.
You seem to do like mythical looks, and those are really neat.
I do a lot of them. It's odd, I don't really like that kind of movie style, but
well, you pull them off very well.
Yeah.
So do you tend to like glam looks, or do you prefer like the FX looks then?
I really like horror. I don't post them a lot because I get flagged in them with the blood, but I like a lot of like horror looks. Those are my favorite.
That's fun. And so self-taught then?
Yep.
Okay.
I am a cosmetologist though, so I got a little bit of makeup training when I was in beauty school.
Right. Okay. So do you practice then cosmetology then?
Yeah, I do. Yep, I work in a salon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it does definitely give you a little edge. I did that years ago out of high school, so I know it definitely helps, but boy, am I out of touch with a lot of it. It's been incredible since joining this group, learning more tips and tricks, and, just, back from when I did it in the 80s, it's way different,
Right.
and, just different things. But, it's fun to see people do things and how they apply things and what you can pick up. And just by looking at what you can do with shadowing and applications, it's absolutely incredible. So, I mean, it's phenomenal. Hats off to what you can pull off.
Thank you.
I'm in awe with it. The latest one that I saw you post up was had the little ears.
And, the fairy. Yeah.
Yes, the fairy. And I'm just like, that is so cool. I was out to lunch with my mom. I'm like, look at this. Isn't she incredible? And she's like, oh, that's neat. And I said, and she's like, how do they do that? I said, it's all done with makeup. And she's like, wow. And so, I mean, yeah, it's mind blowing to people who have no concept of it, and what you share with the group is phenomenal. So I definitely appreciate it. What kind of makeup do you use? Is there anything specific?
I use a lot of stuff. I used to be a hairstylist at Ulta, so I definitely have been able to play with a lot of things. I never use the same foundation. Like when my foundation runs out, I just go and color match, and whatever works for my color that month, that's what I buy. So right now I'm using Morphe, but I always use Shape Tape Concealer. That's like definitely my go-to. And then I really like Benefit for brows, but other than that, I just really play with like everything. I really enjoy Morphe eyeshadows though. They are very pigmented and they stick very well.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, when I have a lot of the neon ones, so when I do like neon clowns and stuff like that, I build with the Morphe shadows.
I can't do glitter. It irritates my eyes. So
it bothers me too. I just deal with it.
I definitely prefer to stick with more mattes. I'll do a little shimmer here and there, but people who can do the whole glitter and the chunky glitter, I can't do that. So not my forte, but
If you put down a glue underneath it though, it sticks, and then it doesn't tend to irritate as much.
right. Do you
Yeah.
do much with the gemstones then as well?
I actually, in my real life, I wear gemstones every single day.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous. I have a whole thing of these little pearls, and I use them like every day. It just brings my eyeshadow to life.
Oh, it does. The dimension.
Yeah. And it makes me look like I'm not 40.
Well, you don't look it at all.
Thanks.
You gotta love, yeah, the powers that makeup can do with shadowing and now, and well, it just in general, makeup has come, I think, a long way, that you can do things with your skin nowadays that, you don't look your ages anymore. I mean,
Right.
so are you a big Bailey fan?
I am actually. I've been watching her forever. I used to just listen to her while I was getting ready in the morning. And then I wasn't necessarily watching the makeup, and then because I would be doing my own makeup, I'd kind of get ready with her, and then I'd have to go back in the evening, and I'd listen to the same episode again, but I'd watch what she was doing, like technique wise, like blending eyeshadows and stuff like that. So,
I like her
yeah.
because she's not so structured, and I like
Mhm.
more of the smoky eyes.
Yeah.
So that works for me.
Her mannerisms make me laugh.
Oh, I love her little sayings and the little idiosyncrasies that she'll throw out there. It makes her storytelling so much fun.
Yeah, and more relatable.
Definitely. I was never a history buff per se.
Mhm.
And so the way she can tell stories and whatnot. And my husband enjoys watching the documentaries and the histories and, all the true crime stories. And I'm like, we'll be watching something. I'm like, I know this story. And he's like, how do you know this story? And I'm like, well, my girl told us the story already. And he's like, I'm like, Bailey. And he's like, so you know it? And I'm like, well, yeah, she's got her own take on it. And he's like, I can't believe you've already heard the story. I'm like, well, yeah. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun to sit and listen to it. And I said, well, she's got a slightly different take on, this or that. I said, we get the same facts and whatnot. I said, and she'll throw out what she may think or this or that, or you get a little more background to it from a different perspective. And I like that she takes into account, a whole lot more of, the media coverage and, other shows and documentaries and, a whole lot of different things where it might not just be police reports and whatnot. So
Right.
makes it interesting. And then she'll kind of side note on different people in it, not just that one particular person that the case revolves around. She gives you the little idiosyncrasies that goes off. So that always makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, with the group, then we always pull different Bailey looks to do for the challenges. So, I sit and I'll watch through the episodes and pull looks for each, month and pull challenges. So then I'm going back and rewatching different ones as well, trying to figure out a look that, will engage the group into different things for different months. Obviously, as we're going into March, looking at green to play into St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
And playing up on that. And she's done a few different things, not specifically St. Patty's Day, but at least she's done green looks. So
yeah, green is my very favorite. I can't wait for March. I have like 3 palettes. I got my kids the Star Wars palette by ColourPop, and it has some pretty awesome greens in it. And then I got a Juvia's palette that has this amazing green in it. So I've just been holding off for March to be able to use them.
Oh, get ready.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a green primer, a green eyeshadow primer that I've been waiting to use too. So I'm like,
I definitely want to get some colored primers. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. I think it'll, next step it up, So I want to play with them. That's on my goals to do. So yeah, I mean, we like Bailey, is there anything on the challenges you would like to see come forth?
I don't know. She did this really awesome yellow one that I get into, but a lot of people don't like yellow. So
I think it would be a great challenge
yeah.
because I think yellow is very hard for a
Mhm.
lot of people to pull off. And I think that's what makes a challenge fun, is to push people outside their comfort zone. And, yeah, we do, the fun ones, and some are more simple than others. We want interaction, but we also want to push people to try new things. I mean,
Mhm.
there are some looks that I've done that I'm like, there's no way I can pull that off. And it's like, oh, wow, that was a lot of fun. I would never put those color combinations together, or I would never think I could wear that color ever in my
Mhm.
lifetime. And it's like, oh, wow, that was fun. I can wear that color. Who would have thunk? So,
Right.
um, I think, because we give away prizes, it inspires people to at least try new things. And as she says, it's makeup and it washes off. So who cares? Put it on, wash it off, snap a picture, and, what's it going to hurt?
Right.
And we're not going to allow anybody to come in and bash you and shame you. I mean, we're here to, give you your kudos and accolades, because that's all we want you to do is try. And if it doesn't work out, wash it off. So
Well, and you have to start somewhere too.
absolutely.
You have to start somewhere.
People
And
say, oh, I can't do makeup.
right. People get very discouraged by the fact that there are more talented people out there, but those more talented people had to start somewhere as well. They didn't start out being able to blend an eyeshadow out amazingly. So you just got to keep practicing,
People say that same thing about putting on lashes. It's like,
yeah,
they don't always work out. You got to start over sometimes.
sometimes I'll put a lash on 3 or 4 times before I like where it's set at. So yeah,
They don't always.
and I do lashes every day. So
oh, I've done that. A while back, there was a challenge that Fatal Beauty had done. And, Allison Foster is a phenomenal makeup artist, and she does very precise lines with her makeups and big eyeliner. And it's like, okay, I really, really want to try that. It's so outside my comfort zone. And I literally spent hours trying it, washing off, restarting, washing off, restarting, and by the 4th time, 5th time, I mean, my poor eye was watering. I was trying to put on eyeliner and it's going, nope, and so yeah, I got one eye to semi-cooperate and just kind of, put the hair over on the other side and, snapped a picture and it was done. And like, yep, it's not going to cooperate anymore, but it's makeup. What do? You move on, and it's all for fun. That's what everybody's got to remember. It's for fun, So, and it's challenging. It got me to step outside, and I so wanted to try it. I admire what she does with the brush. So yeah, I wanted to try it, and it got me to work on putting colors together. It was kind of a rainbowy look, and trying to get those fine lines. Could I pull it off like she could? Absolutely not. Was I, after the 4th time, I was getting a lot closer, but I can't do a wing eyeliner. I know the limitations of my eyes. I'm, 50 years old. They droop now,
yeah.
So it is what it is, but you do what you got to do. And the thing with our challenges is that they aren't talent based, and that's what we need to tell people. And I was posting up on the group page today, and I told one gal, she's like, oh, I can't do makeup, I don't have much makeup. And I said, our February challenge, we have one look on there. I said that it's literally just a red lip look, and I said, and that's all it is, and it's a random draw, and you can put your own take on it. And she responded back, and she's like, oh, you've inspired me. I'm like, great, that's what we want to do. We just want to inspire people, lift people up. People from all walks of earth can participate in it and win prizes. And that's, what the best part about this group is that, it pulls people together and inspires it. And, you know, that's what we're here for. I mean,
Right.
we want to put out good vibes. I mean, we're one of a kind. We hit 100,000 in the last couple of weeks. I mean, now we're up to like 103,000. It's incredible. The group has grown so incredibly much. And I think it's the best place on the internet. You know, I'm a little biased, but
Yeah.
you know, where else can you go and get good vibes like this? I belong to other groups, and nowhere is it where you can be with this many people and not have fighting and put downs.
Yeah.
You know, it's an unheard of thing, and especially in the tumultuous world we're in right now. I mean, you want a place where you can step out and show your creations and have positivity, and that's what, you know, we're putting forth. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I do.
I'm glad. So on that little one, I just do want to touch base and just kind of go over the little bit of rules that we do have. No put downs. If you do see them, hopefully, you know, nobody knocks on yours, but don't hit the report button. Please don't hit the report button. Tag a mod or an admin, and they will jump in and take care of it. I don't know if you've seen it at all, but we're very active in the page, and we shut it down immediately.
Yeah, a little bit, but people immediately come to other people's defense too as well. So, and then I feel like people apologize really quickly for saying things like, I don't know, maybe they just needed educated.
Yeah, there's that occasionally. You know, the rule of thumb is if you don't have anything nice to say, scroll on. You know, if it's not your cup of tea and you don't like that type of makeup, then, you know, some people say less is more, or you don't need that. That's not for you to say. Everybody's individuality is welcome here.
Right.
So, we are still doing and trying to get people to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We have, when we hit 500 subscribers, we have a giveaway for that. And so we're still trying to build up the fan base, trying to get it out. I know there's been talk of trying to do this live. That would be pretty epic.
Right.
We just finished up the founder grand giveaway. That was spectacular. We had a lot of interaction with people going on, and with the announcements, and a whole lot of people doing lives, people going and taking the time to go live, doing makeup, getting out there, saying hi. What it takes to actually go live and do your makeup takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. And if people aren't talking to you, it's like you don't really have anything to talk about, so you're just sitting there.
And you don't know. I mean, there's been technical glitches, you know, you're going, oh, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Oh, and you know, sometimes there's, you can't hear the other person. Sometimes you can't see the comments. You know, it's really hard. You can't really have music going on as much as you want.
You can't have music. You can't have music basically at all. I had mine all the way down. And it was like my speaker was clear across the room, and it was still shutting me down for it. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I use an ear pod now because I can't sit in silence. I can't do it.
Very hard. Yeah. So Bailey and the squad and the group. And so, yep, in March, we have, like I said, a whole bunch of stuff going on with that. And hopefully Bailey will be back. I know we wish her well in her transition. I know we haven't been allowing anybody to really post about it, just because we're, you know, respecting her privacy as she does that. And, you know, if we try and let the posts come through, they've just been horrible. So if anybody's watching this and wondering why you haven't seen posts about it, it's just because we respect her privacy. She posts what she wants to post on her Instagram and Twitter, and occasionally we'll share something on that. I know she has posted that hopefully she'll be back either yet this month, hopefully, or first part of March with her murder mystery makeup. And I know she's still doing her dark history, which isn't
There was
quite the same.
there's another series too, that I just saw that she said that she was doing.
The Cold Case on Netflix
The
thing?
Cold Case.
No,
Yeah.
I'm behind on my Netflix shows, so I think the last two I haven't seen. So,
Right.
but I do enjoy those, and they're short. They're only like 12-15 minute long. So, I mean, she's got her quirky tastes with those, and they've been fun to watch. I've enjoyed them, but I haven't watched the last two shows, so I haven't sat to watch them because I don't want to spoil the shows and have her solve the case before watching the shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we wish her well, and hopefully she'll come back and give us some more epic looks. And
Right.
otherwise, we just flip on over to Instagram and see what she's up to if she wants to share and whatnot. So I have a list of 10 questions. So
Okay.
once upon a time, there was a show called Inside the Actors Studio. And James Lipton, was a gentleman, and he interviewed everybody in the world who was a famous person. Have you ever heard of it?
Yep.
Okay. So at the end of each interview, he did 10 questions.
Okay.
And it was always fun to hear what everybody had to say. And I want to ask him. So it starts off with, what is your favorite word?
It's vulgar though.
No, that one comes later.
I don't really have a favorite word.
What's your least favorite word?
I don't know.
Mine's always can't. You can't do something.
Yeah.
Because
Words don't bother me. I know a lot of people are bothered by like the word moist or something like that, but words don't bother me. Yeah.
My girlfriend, 100% not hers. What turns you on?
Motivation, like drive and ambition are huge for me. So.
And what turns you off?
The opposite of that, lack of ambition or drive and motivation.
Laziness.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sound or noise?
My kids being happy.
Yep, I understand that one. What is your least favorite? What sound do you hate?
I don't like really high pitched squealing. That one really gets to me.
And what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck. Which is also my favorite word. I use it a lot more than I probably should.
I'm in transportation as my day job, and it flies out of my mouth more than
I do hair, and I cannot say it. I have to really just censor myself at all times. I'm like, oh man.
I understand. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I'd like to do like special effects makeup and like for like movies and stuff like that. Like I would love that.
I think you would be epic at it. What profession other than your own would you not like to do? Would you hate?
I guess anything that involved trash.
And the last question is, if heaven exists, what would you like, or what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Good job, I guess. Good job.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you coming on board. I'm sorry my cohorts couldn't join us today. I've had a few family emergencies pop up, but I appreciate it so much, Miss Nicque, and we can't wait to see what epic looks you keep on providing to us in the future. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
All right, thanks.